And kia ora everybody, and welcome to Auckland, New Zealand. Louise here, as you know. Anyway, it's Travel Tuesday, so I thought I'd take you somewhere really, really beautiful that both locals and visitors really enjoy here in Auckland. So welcome. And Gully. No, that's not Gully. Anyway, here we go. We're starting here on Tamaki Drive, where there's some really, really interesting houses and interesting clouds today. Look at them. Really gorgeous. Really beautiful. And then I'm going to take you for a walk to the fountain, down on the beach. Leela, kia ora, kia ora. We're going to walk down the beach. We're going to check out the old mission house and some of the trees here. So we are in Mission Bay. Mission Bay. And of course, how did Mission Bay get its name? Here we go. From the late 1840s, the Anglican Mission established a school for Melanesian students. Barbara, fantastic. Wow, it's been a wee while. Yes, it's been a wee while. So we can have a look at some of the old photos and enjoy a little bit of the stroll around. Look at these gorgeous trees. The Hutakawa, of course, the New Zealand Christmas tree, everybody out for their walks and cycling. It's pretty cool. The other side of the board here, and we're going to walk to the fountain. And kia ora everybody. So this is called the Selwyn Domain after Bishop Selwyn. And so some old photos here, which are always really, really cool to look at. There's only one of these buildings remaining. There's Rangitoto Island in the background. Yeah. And interestingly enough, we'll have a look at Beach Day back in the 1900s. I guess it doesn't know. Yeah, I'd say that's the early 1900s. This place was really, really interesting because this is where the Walsh brothers flew an aeroplane in 1910. Emily and Carol, kia ora, kia ora. And Oleg, kia ora, nice to see you. So it's quite interesting. Made the first controlled powered flight by a heavier than air machine in New Zealand in 1911. 4 years later, he and his brother Leo built and flew a seaplane. I know that their sisters sewed the fabric for the wings for it. So it's quite interesting here. We'll have a look at all of this because a lot of history in the area. Look at that. Building some aircraft in the old days. Nice. Anyway, let's get on with our walk. So first, before we head to the fountain, let's just have a look over here at the sundial. So this sundial here is in memory of the Walsh brothers and the flying school that was here. Hugo and Nabal, fantastic, nice to see you. Bonjour, bonjour. Wow, we're under the trees. This is lovely and cool here. We are coming to the end of our summer days, but it doesn't mean the end of the summer weather. It's just because officially summer in New Zealand finishes at the end of February, but the days are still absolutely gorgeous, and it'll be like this for months to come, we hope. Rangitoto Island through there, the baby of our volcanoes. So here we go, here is the sundial. Let's see if we can tell the time from it. So Nabal there in the south of France, make sure you are already following him if you're not. So, how do we read this? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is saying 11 o'clock. Just coming up to 11 here. It's freezing there, Barbara. Yeah. So there we go. I'm pretty sure it's saying 11 o'clock. Because where is the sun? Yes, it's not quite midday yet. The sun is just up there. We need it to move along a little bit to make it to midday, of course, when it's going to be in line here. But anyway, New Zealand's Air Pioneers. This is presented by the Tasman Empire Airways Limited. New Zealand's flying school here at Mission Bay in 1915 by the Walsh brothers. So there we go. Beautiful old sundial, look at that. It's got something written on the other side as well. Commemorating the founding of the Walsh Brothers Flying School, this is easier to read, on this site in October 1915. Ah, good, the refurbishment of this memorial. Yep, cool. That's really, really good. Lisa, kia ora, kia ora. How are you? Just have a look at this gorgeous Pohutakawa tree here and all its aerial roots hanging down, which always look amazing. Always look amazing. Oh look, there's a couple of people sitting there, so that gives you an idea of the size of the tree and how old it must be. But the aerial roots obviously coming down, I guess, for nutrition. Eventually they would be able to touch the ground, yeah, and probably would end up going in there, but at the moment it looks like they just get cut off, or looks like hair, doesn't it? Yeah, they might get cut off, or yeah, maybe people just naturally, it just happens. But yeah, pretty amazing. Look at the size of the trunk of the tree. Some huge trees here in this area. It's a beautiful day, Lisa. It's really lovely. You can hear the cicadas probably. I was just saying we're the last few days of summer, but we still get this beautiful weather. In fact, this is the best time really to be visiting New Zealand. All the Mission Bay restaurants here, so if you're not, this is popular with people coming for lunch. Yeah, gorgeous tree, Barbara. They're all beautiful here, look. All really beautiful. So a few months ago we were looking at them all covered. Oh, there goes the fire truck. They'll be going next door to Kohimarama to get their coffees. There they go. So this beach actually is incorrectly named as Mission Bay. In the old days it was known as Kohimarama, and that is where the fire truck's now going to get their coffee. We are looking here at the beach, so our walk is going to take us back to the fountain, down to the beach, and along to the old mission house, which is in here. Bernie, fantastic, kia ora. How are you? How are things in Melbourne, Australia? I've been a little bit not being able to go live every day at the moment because of my work commitments. But I'm doing my best today. I'm day off. Tomorrow I have a walking tour. Tomorrow we're going to catch up with the missing kiwi. The kiwi statues that are around the city at the moment. The missing ones have come back or they've just arrived. So we've got probably half a dozen of them to have a look at. The Mission Bay Fountain. Morena, Barnes Corp, awesome. How's it going? We're at Mission Bay. Look at this beautiful Art Deco fountain, which was a gift to the people of Auckland by Trevor Moss Davis. Have a great day, Barnes Corp. Awesome. See you tomorrow. Awesome. Fabulous. Oh, good. Hope Doreen's doing good too, Bernie. Always nice to see her on your Instagram posts. Trevor Moss Davis Memorial Fountain will play each day, afternoons and evenings. So playing means that the water goes up and down. At night it is lit up and they have a an illumination, which is really, really beautiful too. We're going to walk around this side, and I hope things are going to work for us today. Fountain is amazing. Centrepiece, and of course makes a great swimming pool for the kids. I see we have a little bit of opposition here. Wavelengths New Zealand. Give them a shout out. They're obviously doing some work here. I've got a big sort of hose, a big pipe going down. Obviously the fountain needs a bit of maintenance every now and then. Mary Lou, kia ora, kia ora. So when I'm on tour, when I'm bringing my people, we always stop here, and usually we can do, what we can do, and sometimes, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to work. There's a hand here. And I always ask one of them to put their hand on, and this is what happens.
Welcome to the historic Trevor Moss Davis Memorial Fountain, a centrepiece of Selwyn Reserve and widely known as the Mission Bay Fountain. The flat area of beachfront reserve on which you, the fountain, and Mission Bay's commercial centre now stand was once seabed in an epoch between global ice ages when Earth's ice caps were significantly smaller than they are today, and the resulting higher sea level reached to the base of the rising ground behind the centre to the south. The original name for Mission Bay is Kohi Maramara, which refers to a battle during which the defenders were reduced to scouring the kumara fields for small roots.
Nifty, all right, Bernie.
The adjacent bay now
Very close to where we had brunch that day. Yeah.
Kohi Maramara originally
This goes on
applied
and
to
on,
the
and I have to
story
admit,
as
I've
the
never
rock.
listened right to the end of it because there's too much history, too much talking, and I just love that very grand music there at the start. So we walk away from it and leave it for the next people to listen to. So from here we're going to head off down to the beach, have a little bit of a wander along the beach here. So we've left it playing. I'm not sure exactly how long it goes for, but you know, I never really have much, we can't stay and listen, so one of these days I'll listen to the whole story. But the Mission Bay Fountain, and look at the gorgeous, I don't know what they are, sort of serpents, I guess. I'll zoom in on these because they're really, really amazing. And of course they're always spouting water. But they're pretty cool. Never actually quite worked out what they are, sort of a cross between a lion and a sea snake maybe. Interesting tail on them. They're really, really lovely. Okay, we're ready to walk, kids. Look at those huge Norfolk pine trees there. So, of course, our coastline is planted with Norfolk pines, which were introduced, and the Hutakawa, which are our natives. But from here we'll walk to the beach, Rangitoto Island. Rangitoto Island features quite a bit here. They quarried into it and brought the rock over by barge to build the mission house. So we're going to head in and have a little look at the mission house as well. And Pizzazz! G'day Mary, how are you? Nice to see you. Rangitoto Island. So if you happen to be on a cruise ship, that is the direction straight up there that you're either coming in or going out on. Hello Dave, kia ora, nice to see you. This is Mission Bay Beach, most popular of our inner city beaches. It's Tuesday, it's Travel Tuesday. I've just brought you out here. I'm actually meeting somebody for lunch after this, so we're meeting at Mission Bay, so I thought, oh, what a good excuse, So it's got this lovely sort of golden sand, very quiet, peaceful, apart from Gully down there making a bit of a nuisance of himself with all the other birds. Let's go and see what he's up to. Of course, the beach has quite a few shells, but it also has all the leaves from the Pahutakawa trees. But Takapuna's the beach for the shells. There's big shell banks there, and it's really lovely. Brad, kia ora, nice to see you. Welcome, Gully. I actually need to decide which one's Gully, don't I? It's not this one, because that's too big for Gully. This is one of these is Gully. So it's Gully, Mrs. Gully and Gully, I guess. But one of them always pops up wherever we are. So of course, The tide is out at the moment, but you can see all the shells here. And the next beach around the corner is Kohimarama, which is the correct name for this area. Hello, Mr. Gully, that's you, isn't it? That's you today. Cool. Yes, it's a gorgeous day, Lisa. It's really lovely. Look, this is Mr. Blackback Gull here. He's a biggie. They're a big ocean-going bird. So the water is beautiful. The temperature is really lovely. It's perfect for swimming. Rangitoto Island through there. So I don't think this is a lenticular cloud, but sometimes a cloud just appears over the top of Rangitoto and it actually looks like it's erupting. It makes a really, really cool photo, and I don't think this is one of them. I think these are just clouds that are moving off, but it's always quite good. I might actually just put my feet in the water here. Yeah, nice. Oh, it's beautiful. Woo! Wow, it's so nice. Whoa! Might need to have a swim after lunch, do you think? Sparkling waters today. Waiheke Island off there in the distance. The next beach is Kohimarama and St. Heliers. We've had a walk around St. Heliers before. That was beautiful. Oh, you're standing up now. So these trees, of course, provide much needed shade in this weather. The sun in New Zealand, you have to be really, really careful. It's very intense and you get burnt. Yeah, it's high level of burn rate at the moment. Yeah, it's fabulous here. It is really gorgeous. Few clouds in the sky. Devonport there with the two volcanoes, Takarunga and Maunga-Ika. And of course this is the Waitemata Harbour, heading out into the Hauraki Gulf and then to the Pacific Ocean. The great Pacific Ocean. Oh, nice. Anyway, let's go for a walk back up the beach. We'll head back up here. Nice big piece of driftwood here. We'll head back up and then we'll go and check out the mission house. Shells are quite broken. I guess they get a bit of a pounding out there at sea. And nice piece of driftwood here, look. It's big. It's a nice natural seat here on the beach. I'm just going to jump up here in the shade and catch up on some of these messages because hard to read them in the sunshine. Oh well, I guess those guys have gone off for lunch and just left their vehicles there. It doesn't seem to be much work going on. Okay, put sandals back on. Okay, catching up. Damien, fantastic, nice to see you. How do? And D. Michael, awesome. Yeah, it's a beautiful time of the year, I can tell you that. Auckland is a far away place, isn't it? It's a long way from the rest of you, but that's okay. You get to travel virtually, which works. So let me just put these sandals back on. That's easy, no straps, nothing to do up. And then we're going to turn around again. These might be the workers here by the look of it. It's too nice a day to be working. That is the postcard. Uh-oh. Hold on. Come on. Move on, move on. Oh yeah, that's the guy's wavelength. Wavelength. Hard work today. Ah, come on, people. Maybe I need to move. Beautiful, isn't it? 20 hours ahead. Well, I reckon the future's looking pretty good. Look at this. Doesn't matter what else is happening in the rest of the world, as long as we've got blue sky and sunshine and people are smiling, I'd say everything's good. We do live in a bit of a crazy world at the moment, unfortunately. Actually, people don't always spoil a photo. Looks like they're going to go for a swim, maybe. At least we've got a future. Oh, this is going to be nice in a moment. Get ready, bicycle. Oh, nice. Okay, let's walk. We'll just walk along the waterfront here. And, oh yes. So it's a lovely sort of promenade here. What a postcard. It was pretty cool, wasn't it, Nibble? Love a good postcard shot. Love a good postcard. Oh, this looks good too. One thing about these trees, they do provide a very picturesque landscape. So Rangitoto, Rangi of course is sky, and Toto means blood red, so it was named, at the time it erupted 500 or 600 years ago. Oh, we've got a little friend coming along. Oh, hello friend. He's busy. Yeah, it's lovely and serene. I'm trying to keep out of the sun a little bit today because the burn rate is really, really high. So you'll see in New Zealand, you know, a lot of people with not very many clothes on because it's hot, and then the people that don't want to get sunburnt that cover up. So we're all wearing, well, I haven't got long sleeves today, but we're all pretty obsessed with the sun down here and the burn rate, because of course our skin cancer is one of the highest in the world. Anyway, should we keep walking? There's a bit of a kid's playground, checking his messages. He was. The owner was like laughing at me, and the dog wanted to stop and check his messages, of course. Ooh, what happened there? Out of focus for a moment. That's a good one, D. Michael, checking his messages. Yeah. Anyway, let's walk on. The trees are fabulous, look. And then, of course, we've got these big Norfolk pines, which we're going to have an up-close look at. Usually they're very symmetrical. These have obviously had damage done to them, so they've just kept on growing. But normally they are really, really symmetrical and really beautiful. Put his little finger up to show me he was walking past. Okay, let's keep going. Lots of places to sit. You can have a picnic. Weekends, this area, of course, is so busy, so busy. They have picnic tables. People bring barbecues and picnic blankets and put up tents and all sorts of stuff. A lot of sport played here, playing cricket and baseball and anything with a ball. Even just throwing the ball around works. Playground. There's a few people in the playground, so we'll avoid that. But we'll just have one last look here at Rangitoto before we head into the mission house in the trees. It is gorgeous, Bee. It's beautiful. Yeah. Was that a nest in the tree? Maybe. Was it? Let's have a look and see. Or it could have just been, yes, maybe. What were we looking at here? Yeah, because these are quite close to the coast, you don't usually see birds' nests in them. I guess it's a little bit exposed. So I'm looking though, I'm looking. No, I don't think it was pizzazz, I don't think so. There we go. Okay, let's keep walking. We'll go up this way now. We'll go in through the gate over here. We'll have a look at some of the old buildings. The mission house itself is really, really spectacular. And there's a restaurant attached to it, or in the same area, Azabu, which is sort of Peruvian Japanese, which is really, really delicious and really good. We've got some toilets here, the public toilets built with the old, somebody taking a photo of them, built with the volcanic rock as well. And we're going to head in here. So this is the mission house built in the late 1850s. So Azabu at Mission Bay. And we're going into the mission house. Ooh, cool. Okay, let's open up here. Can I get it? Yes, there we go. Open the gate and in we go. It's like a secret in here, like a secret spot. There we go. Gate with a chain and a good lock on it. So, look at the trees. These are amazing. So these are Norfolk pines originally from Norfolk Island, which is an island off the coast. Well, it's between Australia and New Zealand to the north. So these trees are absolutely enormous. There's beautiful examples of them around here. So that's a perfect one through there because it is very symmetrical. They do get eaten by, the new branches get eaten by possums, of course, and then they get a little bit distorted. Yeah, absolutely massive. Absolutely. I need somebody to come and stand here, but you can see there's cars through there. Yeah. So, yeah, they are beautiful trees. Beautiful, beautiful. And they're cones. So all the little branches grow upwards, or the needles, I guess they grow up, they don't grow down. And the pine cones, very, very difficult to find a pine cone because I'm not sure how many they make. I've only ever seen one here and it was huge. It was about the size of a grenade and bright green, and I reckon if it hit you, it'd feel like a grenade as well. But look at the textures, the bark of the, look at it, it's really, really amazing. So originally Captain Cook brought these, and other settlers as well, brought these trees in and used them as marker points around the coastline. So they've adapted so well to our warm sandy soils, they've become part of our coastline. We've almost adopted them as being natives. But we do love them, and of course with the Pahutakawas alongside, they are gorgeous. So we've got some history boards here we'll have a little look at. First of all, we'll start off with the mission house, which is, or what remains of the mission, just through here. And then we'll get a close-up look at it. But after it was a mission house, after they'd vacated, you can see those trees there. They would have been quite young then. It became a not-so-happy home for destitute boys. So they relocated it to Norfolk Island. Neglected and destitute boys a thorough training in seamanship and enable them to rise above their unfortunate backgrounds. So it was, the whole area was pretty desolate then, look. Wasn't much along the shoreline at all. The old wooden, the L-shaped dormitory, that's taken in 1891. A few cobwebs in front of it. Punishments were severe, with records of boys being whipped or locked up without bread and water. Actual practical sailing experience was hard to come by too, as their only vessel, the old mission schooner, was in poor condition. There we go. Government inquiry. Oh, and then they built an industrial school. The remaining 12 boys went to that. Yeah, it's quite interesting. In 1975, the Anglican Church in Melanesia left the New Zealand province to become independent, and today the Melanesian Trust continues to run schools, training and health centres throughout the Pacific. Yeah, cool. So that's a little bit about the buildings that were here. The flying school, of course, so the Leo and Vivian Walsh are pioneers of the aviation industry. This is what they were flying. They formed an aero club, persuaded the government to back the idea of a training school. Look, flying these. And there's the boarding pass in the old days. 1922. I wonder where she was going. Interesting, isn't it? Really, really interesting. That boarding pass, look at that. Then, of course, we've got the Melanesian Mission. Isn't this lovely? Look, the stone house, Mission Bay Pavilion. This was the site of an Anglican mission, built in 1858, 1859. Yeah. So these young kids were coming in from Melanesia, where it was a lot warmer. So New Hebrides, Solomon Islands would have been a lot warmer. It's just saying here that a lot of them suffered bad and sometimes fatal chest infections. There we go. 1898. Quite a few Norfolk pines planted around at that time. What? Consumption, more deaths from consumption and virulent dysentery epidemic. Oh my goodness, possibly typhoid. Oh, times were tough. Anyway, looking down at I guess these are the needles. So it's an amazing, amazing specimen of a tree, isn't it? And then from here, so the playground's lovely. They've got lots of shade sails in there. Really interesting carvings on on the swings. Quite interesting. It's really lovely. That reminds me of a giant foot. Imagine if this walked the planet. Ooh, it's a big footprint. It's a pretty big footprint. But yeah, they're gorgeous. Anyway, let's take a closer look at the mission house. Very picturesque. And Azabu, of course, really nice place to sit and have a nice cocktail and some lovely fresh fish. So here we are. So the old mission house, it's been an event centre. They tried to set it up at one stage as a museum, but it was too difficult to control the temperature inside, so it was decided to, I guess, to lease it to Azabu, the restaurant here. So they have now maybe some preparation areas inside and also have private events in here. Yes, Brad. Yeah, the trees are fabulous, aren't they? But look at the shingle roof. And and the windows are gorgeous too. And this stone that it's built from was brought across on barges from Rangitoto Island, which is just through here. So they quarried into a lot of these volcanoes were quarried into, which was unfortunate because it destroyed them. And in some cases, now what am I looking for here? We've got a sign there. We must have another sign somewhere. No, I don't think we do. Steep, yeah, really, really steep, isn't it? G'day, Carl. Nice to see you. Ooh, thanks for joining. We've just got one sign. I thought we had two. How did I know about the quarrying? I thought I'd read it here somewhere. So it says there on the door, available for functions, conferences and private dining. There's a lovely fireplace in there. And yeah, it's a I have been to a party here actually, it was really cool. So here we go, this remaining portion of the training school for Melanesians, erected in 1859. Many years the scene of the labours of Bishop John Coleridge Patterson, was restored in the year 1928 for use as a museum in connection with the museum. But this is the volcanic stone that was all brought over from Rangitoto Island. So you can see scoria, I guess. And imagine building it. All these little rocks. Spiders have come in now. Yeah, it would have been like, this is an amazing architectural feat, I think. Put all these little rocks together and end up with a building that's still standing here all these years later. The wooden ones, of course, were all disintegrated or were burnt. And one of the best things about it is we can just walk in here. So it's really, really lovely. Walk in, have a wander. We can, actually, there's a gate here right beside me. We can head out this gate and we can head back down to the beach. How's that? Oh yes, Roberta Flack, yes, D. Michael. I just heard that as I was driving down here. That is 88 years old, amazing. They actually played one of her songs from, I think it was 1971. So one of her early songs that she'd written. And yeah, that was great. So there we go, we've got the fountain through there, we've got the walkway, we've got the sundial. We'll just head down through the playground here. That gate opens easily. No latch on this one. Oh, I'm really happy when I can take you for these sort of walks, and it's not a lot of people around, so I don't need to be worried about getting in anybody's way. Just the playground here now, we'll just bypass that. And I'll head back down to the beach for you. And then I'm going to head off for my lunch date, is at 12 o'clock. Plenty of time, plenty of time. Younger trees, not quite so big, but still pretty impressive. And I'm standing under this beautiful Tahutakawa. Off you go, Barbara. Thank you so much for joining. We are going to be finishing shortly anyway. I just thought we'd head back down onto the beach, Mission Bay Beach, and then you get an idea of the whole area here. But thanks very much for joining, Barbara. Always great to see you. Oh, another great postcard coming up. And of course the kayaks, rentals, lessons and tours. you can actually kayak across to Rangitoto Island with them. Auckland Sea kayaks. Look at that, doesn't that look beautiful? Sunset kayaking. Richard, kia ora, kia ora. It is probably about 24 today. So not too hot, but the sun is at its strongest as we approach midday, of course, and then for the rest of the afternoon. So it's a nice little sea breeze here, which I'm enjoying. Oh, I think that might be a lenticular cloud now. It's developed. They form over mountains like this. Something to do with the airflow. I'm not a scientist, I don't know anything about science, so just let those people walk past. Then we'll come back to it. Yeah. So look up lenticular clouds, and I think it's rather a grand name, matches the music at the fountain, but it's, yeah, that's the type of cloud that it is. Coffee going by. There we go. Anyway, everybody, I am going to say goodbye for today, and I'm just going to turn the camera. We'll just come back to the kayaks and the beautiful trees, and I'm now just going to turn so you're going to get a full frontal of me. Hey, fantastic to have you all here. And hey, where's Rangitoto? Oh, we're almost missing it. There we go. But thanks very much for joining, everybody. I will catch you all again tomorrow. We're kiwi hunting tomorrow, kiwi spotting, and maybe I've got something else planned as well. Okay, see you. Take care, everybody. Oh, Lisa. That's funny. Okay. Oh, you did it once, Richard. Oh, fantastic. Hey, awesome to see you all. Thanks so much for joining. The trees, the mission house, the playground, the fountain, the promenade. It's a grand word as well for this. Thanks, D. Michael. And good cup of Java. How's it going? Oh, I'm just getting ready to finish, and there you go. I am so good, and all the better for seeing you. Yes, we'll catch up again soon. Okay, take care, everybody. Travel Tuesday. Remember, tread lightly, leave no trace. Leave no trace. And we'll see you all tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Okay, yeah, send me a message. That would be awesome. Lovely to have you all here in Mission Bay, Travel Tuesday. Looking good, the future, looking good. Vancouver Islands. Yeah, great place. I might just visit Vancouver this year. I am thinking. Anyway, everybody, take care, everybody. And John, kia ora, kia ora. I will see you all again very soon. Oh, that's the postcard. Bye for now. Thank you. Thanks, Nabal. Awesome.